Even though I did discover the secret to checking the black market a whole lot of times without a whole lot of extra travel. Basically, it doesn't populate what's in the black market until you hit the the jump ship right before you land on the planet. So if you can save the game right before that jump ship, you can keep reloading there, get on the jump ship, get to the planet, check the store, and you'll have a different inventory every time.
That's a convenient way to save scum. Yeah, okay, I can appreciate that.
It did not get me anything new when I was doing it yesterday, but oh, good at training.
At this point, there's only like one potential mech you can find that would really set me off more than anything else. And that's just because it flat out shouldn't be in the black market, period, even more so than the royal mechs. Also, if you had gotten it, pretty much every faction should be gunning for you for different reasons.
I thought that was the Annihilator.
This is even more than the Annihilator. Again, the mech is Minnesotan. The people who know are like, oh damn. Everyone else is like, the hell is he talking about, Minnesotan?
Go take out those generators, Commander.
Minnesota means something entirely different for Battletech fans. Trust me on this.
Okay, so I have 17 rounds to get to those 3 generators. Generator Bravo. And Generator Charlie. I do not see easy paths to any of them. So I've got to do some examination here before I start moving around. Generator Alpha is like right freaking there. So
good to go. What can I do for you?
We've got 2 jump capable mechs that are both heavy, so they're reasonably speedy for this mission. So
I do like how in random events in this game they do actually feature some of the canon characters. Like Justin Allard showed up previously. We got Morgan Kell. Grayson Carlisle got mentioned.
Okay, so I think my best bet, just march everybody up here to Alpha. Then once I get past Alpha, the Black Knight is going to take off straight for Bravo. Because the Black Knight has more than enough armor to take on reasonable odds without having to engage constantly.
Seriously, the Black Knight is a solid mech.
And then I'll probably have the Black Knight make a bolt for C, and then run back to the rest of the group. Because I don't think the Marauder's going to have quite enough armor to make a solo charge.
Yeah, the Marauder has an okay amount of armor, but it's also got that autocannon and the attending ammo, which
you see, I've got autocannons to replace that with. So
yeah.
I'm not too worried there.
Well, the ammo is explosive, is the thing.
The Spider is a director prototype, modified to is basically just a spotter.
Okay, they have tag. Good to know. Wait a minute.
Maybe they have tag, or it might just be it sees you.
heading out.
I
Read you, Commander.
If they have things that can call in artillery bombardments, I have a bad feeling that we're going to meet the USS War up
Artillery
there.
fire.
We've
The
got an
USS
unknown
War
on
Crimes
record.
again.
Artillery hits in 1 round.
Waiting for orders.
So I sent Surat some of the TV tropes pages for Battletech earlier this week.
You've got 2 more to go.
Um,
Keep fighting.
I feel like the entry to the urban mech was the one that made you laugh the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty damn funny, really.
How's Korea to refit all of theirs into the UM-68? The Ghost Bears learn to hate them.
I think the official line was scared the shit out of the Ghost Bears.
Not that they'd admit it. The Ghost Bears, who are the Ghost Bears? Don't worry about it. They're not important for this discussion, for this game. The Ghost Bears basically have 2 emotions: calm and murder.
Okay, so yeah, the Black Knight is going to probably just ignore everything it can to try to hop up here and go that way.
Jump jets, they're great.
Because it should be able to jump from down here to up here. And then it may have to take a small detour to get over there, but yeah, I think I can do that with the Black Knight. Everybody that's played this mission, if they're watching this, they're laughing at me now, I just know it.
I copy.
Because they probably got, like, very heavy mechs. I haven't seen the spotter here. But that's a Jenner.
Affirmative.
Yeah, the Black Knight's going to take a shortcut to B. The rest of the group is going to try to push forward to C. Game is having to think real hard about this with all the particle effects and everything going on.
I remember there was a specific console where, like, all of the games had particle effects, but the specific console just couldn't do particle effects well, and I can't remember which one it was.
Sounds like PlayStation 3 era, but not the PlayStation 3.
I hear ya.
I remember when a friend of mine got the PS3 when I was at my first whack in undergrad. Everyone was like, "Holy crap, how do you get the money for that?"
Uh-huh. This is good.
This is much easier to avoid it here than it was in the MechWarrior 5 game.
Yeah. Jerk.
This is why the Black Knight's going to be the one that goes forward.
Hey there.
In general, just ignore everything as much as possible.
We have yet to use that death from above option in the game, and there's a good reason for that.
Yeah, I like my legs to not get blown up.
Yeah,
Moving out.
Especially not really freaking early in a mission.
yeah.
Hey, there's one of them. I think that's one of the spotters.
Here it comes.
You could have blown it up, you know.
I could have, but why would I want to? Oh god, it's Quick Draw McGraw.
Receiving you. Heading out.
I like that they incorporate artillery into this game. Even though we don't get to use it. No, I wasn't coughing for any particular reason.
Well, the problem with trying to use it is, well,
Locking in all weapons.
it's very expensive to use that particular artillery.
Mm-hmm.
And takes up a lot of tonnage I'd rather not take up.
Yeah, so there are a couple of mechs that have artillery weapons. They're not particularly common, but a lot of them tend to use like shrunken down versions of the artillery weapons that have less range. Like the Long Tom artillery cannon, the normal one, like it's on the back of 3 trucks or something like that.
Waiting for orders.
Or, in the case of this game, it's in the nose of that Fortress class
Don't need to tell me
dropship.
twice.
But they do make kind of sawed-off shotgun versions of them effectively to mountain mechs. And
Alpha strike.
one of my favorite mechs of the Dark Age actually has a configuration that has a long tom
Where the
cannon
hell
in it.
that came from?
How
Just
did
because
that
the-
survive? Apparently, we're going to get artillery every round for a while.
Yeah, like, artillery is great for numerous things. If you can hit something with it, you're absolutely gonna ruin its day.
Ready for
It's
orders.
also great at making sure your enemies don't go where you don't want them to.
Understood. Moving fast.
It's kind of... And again, this is something that hasn't been invented at this time period yet. It's kind of like battle armor. Sure, if the enemy gets there, they're going to have a bad day, but more importantly, they're not likely to go right there. Which means you can control where they do go.
Move into position.
I just need you to die.
Mech warrior down. Repeat, we have a mech warrior down. Our lance integrity is compromised. Requesting support.
I just needed that specific one to die very badly.
Yep. Sometimes you do. I mean, the reason that House Karita does badly during the Fourth Succession War is because Takashi Karita really, really, really wants the Wolf's Dragoons to die. Really badly.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Had to sprint to get around the blast zone there.
I've been sensor locked.
Sensor locked is not the worst thing in the world. It goes away as soon as you move.
Yeah.
I am going to be kind of annoyed if we have to play this mission several times because I can't figure out how to get to the places fast enough. My Annihilator used evasion to block that attack.
The Annihilator was well known for being
For
a
being
stealthy.
just the dodgiest boy out there.
Yeah. God, I love that mech, even though we shouldn't have it for so many reasons.
Okay, could jump and get me up here.
Lifting off.
Which means that, yep, I'm... need to pull back so we can see just how close I am to the second generator. Up over here and over, it looks like. Here, yeah. I can't shoot anything from here.
Yes, Commander. I copy.
I was about to say, it's not like the Spider is known for having a crap load of armor.
It is. It has about. Let's see, what was that? 2.5, almost 4 tons of armor.
I think canonically it's 3 or 3.5. I can find out real quickly, because TRO 3039's right here.
Spiders are down. The spotters are down, I should say.
Sweet. Yeah, the Spider in the tabletop game has 3.5 tons of armor. Which is not the flimsiest, but darn flimsy. I think... I'm not positive, but I think the mech with the lightest armor canonically is not in this game. The Hussar, one of the versions of it has 1.5 tons. It moves really fast, packs a punch. If it trips, it's going to die.
Eh. Sounds like one of the mechs I was kind of fooling around with just to see what I could stick on it.
Yep.
It's like I could stick a ton of weaponry on it, but it has like maybe a piece of aluminum foil over just about any exposed area for armor.
Time to fire all the DACA.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Watching that fall over was immensely satisfying.
It's satisfying just about every time, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Waiting on you, Commander. Coordinates received.
I mean, I don't have any good angle to shoot LRMs, anything in here.
Take this.
I love how it's like
Shoot you, you'll
Starleague mech, Wolf's Dragoons mech, and then the Stalker.
I like my Stalker.
The Stalker's a great mech. It's hang on, let me get the quote. It's not flashy, it's not the cutting edge, it just keeps coming.
I think that was the last round of artillery now. Maybe not. Without their spotters, they can't do artillery. I hope. It would be nice.
Damage minimal.
Standing by.
So it's not saying anything about the artillery this time. Let's see.
Up high.
Okay, I'm like one jump away from the generator. These are only light turrets.
On it.
And now it's a Nestle Crunch Bar.
That turret is gone.
Good to go.
Okay, sprinting. See, it's not telling me. It's not saying anything about artillery still getting to strike.
Affirmative.
So since these are just light turrets,
Bonk!
Attack. Enemy mech destroyed.
Out of my
I have
way.
a 100-ton mech. I might as well, you know, crack a few
Waiting for
skulls while
orders.
I'm out here.
There's a mech that hasn't been invented yet that you really need.
Is it the linebacker?
It is not the linebacker. The linebacker is a clan mech. This one's an inner sphere mech. My love for you is like a truck. Berserker!
Ah, okay.
It's a 100-ton mech with a hatchet.
Commander.
And one of the versions of it has triple strength Myomer. So if you get that thing running all hot and
Acknowledged.
get it within range of something, heads are gonna roll.
So, kind of like when I'm about to do this generator.
Target.
Mm-hmm.
Second generator down.